just over here just don't back you. But the Irish now, oh damn,
Different ball game.
oh they, I was there when he fought Mayweather. People, and I'm talking thousands of Irish fans traveled to Vegas and didn't go to the fight. They just wanted to be in the atmosphere.
Oh,
So they went to the weigh-ins and it was insane. And the next day I'm thinking it's gonna be the same thing. And I'm like, where the hell are all the Irish
yeah,
gone? But they're like, I can't afford a ticket, but
yeah.
we're gonna be in Vegas.
Wow.
All the bars outside are packed full of McGregor fans. Like a country that supports you in that way is very different and can help individuals on their journey up. Because one thing that these organizations care about most is how much you're going to be selling for me. So I don't care how good a fighter you are. I don't care to give you the belt, even if you're beating everybody. But this guy, he makes noise, which is why I try to market myself and brand myself as much as I could. Um, but you can only really do so much. But
So, what do you think Anthony Joshua does differently that, sometimes the whole nation feels like they're behind him? Is it the sport is very different and
sports
British boxing is
very
very
different.
different?
The sport's very different. So again, it's we've had so many more years with boxing. People accept boxing over the MMA, and it's little things as people. Some people are like, oh yeah, but you guys fight in the cage. But people don't understand that the cage is there for safety. If we had a ring, it could injure you because we're getting takedowns and stuff. Someone could land on their neck, or you could actually injure yourself. So the cage is for the safety of the fighters. But again, it's just the appeal of a cage,
Mm.
and the fact that you can get cut and have to continue fighting. Whereas in boxing, even if your nose is bleeding, they have to clean it up.
Mhm.
But again, it's just it looks different. It
Yeah.
looks a bit more. So I understand it to a degree, and the next generation, they're the ones that's gonna be like, oh no, we back these guys. Those are the guys that when they're like business owners when they're older. I was raised watching these guys 100%. I get it. I understand the sport. But the other guys, the guys out there now that are making decisions in a lot of these companies, they're not for it at all. But they'll watch boxing. One, they don't necessarily understand MMA. It's a young man's game. I don't understand that stuff. Or they might understand. They only know one or two people from there, and yeah, they're not looking to back it.
How different is UFC MMA fights in mixed martial arts for the UK and America?
It's, I think sporting in general is just different in America, and the reason I say that is because I go back and forth quite a lot. Every area that you're in has a college team that everybody knows about, and then they have the country, the country's football team, basketball team, hockey team, this that, and everyone down to people that don't care about the sport know about the sport because the sport is on just rotation on TVs. Every TV is a sporting channel, sporting channel, sporting channel, sporting channel, talking sports, talking sports. So there was a girl that I was talking to out there, and she because there was a parade of people going. I was like, oh, like what team this is? Like, oh, it's our college team. There's a guy there that's doing this, and she basically broke down everything. And I was like, oh, so you watch the sport? She's like, no. I was like, what do you mean no? You just told me everything about the sport.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, but everybody knows that. So it's just ingrained in them. Like I remember going over. We was at we went play bowling on TV. They had bowling on the screens, playing on ESPN. And I was looking over, I was like, oh, that's quite cool. They got, bowling on ESPN. And then I carried on bowling, was cracking jokes. And I kept, flicking, looking at the screen. And I was like, man, that guy looks like he was like 12 years old. And then I was like, oh, that guy looks like, wait, what is this? It was kids bowling on ESPN.
Wow.
And I'm like, what? Like you wouldn't get to see that
Mhm.
in over here. We barely see our biggest sports kids on TV, let alone, which is why I say the Americans just do sport and seem to do a lot of things marketing wise, just bigger and better. Like like I said, our biggest sport being the football, you don't know when the kids are, where they have draft picks and it's a big thing. Everyone sits down watching TV. Who's this college kid that's going to be going to what team? What team is he gonna go to? LeBron's child just came out, and what team is he gonna go to? He's going playing Lakers with his dad. Everyone loves that stuff, and they're sitting down watching a whole show of just kids standing up and walking on stage and like, oh, I've signed to this team and I've signed to that. Sorry, what? We don't have any of that. So that's on our biggest sport, let alone a sport that nobody really cares about.
Wow. Wow. And do you think that that gives the Americans a lot more advantage going into the future, that, how strong UK is in terms of the sports sort of categories out there, in terms of how competitive we will be against the other countries?
Well, you see it I feel, don't get me wrong, we still have a talented nation. And we always are reminded of it during the Olympics. But then I find after every single Olympics, the UK's got all these different protocols that they've now implement in schools and stuff. We need to start to develop our and it lasts a year, and then they're like, so it's all done now, or the funding didn't go well, or whatever it is they want, whatever excuse, or they're going to move their money to something else. And I remember this from being in school to after school and just hearing about it with my younger siblings, and the same thing happening every single Olympics. There was always money to be had for sporting in the curriculum, and then just dies out. So again, everyone gets excited for the Olympics because it's like, oh, well, we didn't get enough trophies and we should have got more trophies and this and that. And a lot of the times, unfortunately, the trophies that we do get come from the kids that were all private schooled. We don't. I don't remember ever having access to a horse to ride a horse and go do any of that. Or tennis. I actually remember my mum's friend. Her daughter was playing tennis at private school, and a private club. Sorry, obviously very expensive. My mum could never afford that. They did this thing where you could bring your friend in, and she asked me to come with her. I smashed all the kids. I was 9, I think, 8 or 9. I smashed all the kids my age, and the guy there was like, he put me against some of the kids that were older. I smashed all of them. No technique, no nothing. I just coordinated, and I'm just like fast and just on it in game. Smashed all of them. So he was like, I want to train you. I want you to come and train. I spoke to my mum. My mum's like, can't afford this. She's like, don't worry about it. Come for free. I just want to train him. No problem. That guy, I think I was there for about just under a year, but that guy left and went to somewhere else, wherever. The new coach that came in realized that I wasn't paying. I was like, yeah, he can't stay here. And again, he liked me as well. He's like, oh, he's really good, but he's like, yeah, he can't stay here. Money. Wow. So it's like, okay, cool. But this is what I'm trying to say. We have so much talent, but it's not in a position where it's being developed outside of private school. And so that's only where our medals are coming from, when there's so many more talented kids out there.
You spoke about the Olympics, and a big controversial topic came up in the boxing category, where that woman beat up the other fighter, and then after people started online bullying and said, oh, she was a guy, and I think she just had natural male testosterone in her body, and I mean, that could lead somebody to want to kill themselves. You know what I mean? Like when the whole world's eyes on you and hating on you for winning.
I'm not gonna lie. When it first came out, the article I read was trans woman beats woman in boxing, blah blah blah. And I was online. I said, I hate hearing this stuff. This stuff needs to stop. Everyone's like, back in the head, this is disgusting. Yeah, man, what the hell's going on? Da-da-da. Then I read another article. Someone's like, oh no, she's a woman. Because there was a big debate. And it's like, no, it came out that she's actually a woman. And I was like, sorry, what? So why did they post trans woman? And we were having debates about it. And I was like, I feel so bad. I was cussing more just because of the actual title of what was said. And that's what it was initially. But I've got my own viewpoint on that anyway, and I just hate because it's happened in MMA as well, and I was disgusted. And it was actually a man, a biological man, fighting a biological woman. So I already have my opinions on that anyway. And I was just like, I'm just tired of seeing this crap now. Then it came out she's a woman. I felt bad, man. I was like, can you imagine